hungrier too.
Ahoy, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. Welcome to Robby's Reviews, a brand spanking new series we got going on here. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to review every game I play on the Let's Play channel from now on. I'll also maybe include some new multiplayer games that I don't play on camera. Basically, I'm going to review every new game I played. I haven't decided if I'm going to do movies or shows yet, but most likely 100% for sure it's going to be games. So, any game I Let's Play, and there will be some surprises in there too, like some multiplayer games as well, I will review on our new show called Robby Reviews. So, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Spider-Man 2. I just finished it. I just finished the story. And I gotta say, it's pretty freaking awesome. Going into it, Spider-Man 1 for me is a 10 out of 10. Miles was like an 8.5 out of 10. I love this franchise that Insomniac has built. So I was very much excited to get into Spider-Man 2. In fact, I even rushed myself to get a PS5 to play this game, and I avoided the internet, mainly around this subject, for like a month, and I was not disappointed. While this game has a little bit of flaws, this game is extraordinary. It's a fucking achievement Insomniac should be proud of. It is incredible. So let's start glazing this game right away. The first thing that's amazing is the gameplay. My god, I thought the gameplay in the first two games was perfect, like damn near perfect as you can get. This game has improved it while it removes some things I dislike, well, I'll get into in a minute. The gameplay is so goddamn fun, and the swinging feels incredible for both Peter and Miles. It feels amazing. I was blown away by the swinging. It's just so fun to just move around the city, just swing around. There are times where I'll just not even do any mission, just swing around and have fun, do some neat tricks. It is so fun. Like, every free roam game wishes it was this game because of how fun the travel is. Because usually travel in free roam games can be a gigantic pain in the ass. Even like really fun games, like let's take like Grand Theft Auto for example, sometimes driving to certain places can be a giant pain in the dick. But in here, no, never a single dull moment. There could be a mission across the city and I will have a grand old time swinging there. It is just that damn fun to swing around. And there's so many moves you can do too to swing around to make it a little bit more fun. You can use the slingshot, you can do flips and tricks in the air, you can use the web wings, which is a new feature they added, which is awesome. And also, that's not the only thing they improved. The combat feels freaking awesome. Especially when you get into the boss fights. The boss fights are an improvement from the first one. To be honest, I only really liked the Mr. Negative, the Doc Ock. Basically any boss fight with a villain, but there were some that like really sucked where you only had to do like one thing to just beat them. In here, you straight up get to fight the villains, and it is awesome. There isn't a single boss fight in this game that absolutely sucks ass. All of them are like near 10s. My favorite one probably has to be, it's a gigantic spoiler, so I can't say. But there's, towards the end, there's a few like 10 out of 10 boss fights. I'm like not exaggerating. Another thing I have to give this game credit for is the incredible detail. Yeah, every game nowadays comes out and it's polished to all hell. But this game takes it a step further. One thing I really love about this game is you can see Peter and Miles' damaged suits in every battle you do. It's not even just like the main ones. You can also see it in the when you're picking fights with a guy who bootlegs some hentai. You will see that they have damage on their suits. You will see they have like specks of sand and stuff on their suits. A little thing of damage on their suit. The detail is just like incredible. And in the city too, you can even see it throughout the game. Like, okay, this happens in the first hour when Sandman, terrorizes the city and there's like sand everywhere. You can see like the residents clean it up and get rid of it, and by the time like you roll towards the end of the game, there's like no sand left and it's all clear. It is just incredible the amount of detail they put into the game. And there's one thing I have to give it props for. There are these bodega cats that are dressed like Spider-Man, and they're voiced by two voice actors. And these two guys go just on and on and on and on and on about like nothing, just like random mundane shit. And it's a nothing thing. It's just like a random event. But Insomniac put all the time, put these voice actors through hell to deliver these lines. It's incredible. This world feels so alive. Another awesome addition is the combat. The combat is somehow stronger in this game, but I have really one problem with the combat is that they reduced the gadgets in this game. Like, remember in the first game where you had the gadget wheel and it had like all these like creative ways to use your webs against enemies? Yeah, that's completely gone and it's reduced to like 4 gadgets. While I do really like the gadgets, I really wish we couldn't gotten this wheel back because it was a it was awesome, but it's gone now and you're reduced to 4 gadgets. Some of them don't even feel like Spider-Man gadgets. Like there's one that's just straight up just a concussion blast, and I don't know, it feels really odd for Spider-Man to have. Also, the abilities are greatly reduced, and while I do really like the abilities, especially, I hope this is not a spoiler because I mean everyone's seen the trailer. But when you do get like the symbiote abilities, they're awesome. They are brutal as they should be, given what's happening in the story. I love the symbiote abilities, but I think the first game takes the cake with abilities because they literally had customizable abilities, and there were a lot. You can have like the web blossom, you can have the like Spider-Man claws, you can have all kinds of different like super powered abilities. When in this game you only get 4, and then whatever your big one is, so it could be like the symbiote surge for Peter or the electric blast for Miles. So it is good, but it is reduced. I will say it was a great disappointment to see a lot of the gadgets that were awesome not in this game. I will give credit though. Another thing of credit I have to give it to is the customization. There are a lot of suits in this game for Peter and Miles. There are a lot, and there's a lot that suck complete asshole. Especially one with Miles that I just cannot. I can't show it because it's a spoiler, but there's one suit that he has that is so bad. I cannot believe Insomniac looked at that and thought it was a good idea. And if you have any idea what it is, I'm sure you probably can guess what it is based on social media. But yeah, that suit is just absolutely horrendous, dude. But the customization for the suits is awesome. They've added suit styles, so like certain suits, you can buy styles and change the colors of, and I think that's very neat. I'm also glad that Peter and Miles play. I don't want to say completely differently, but you can tell the differences, and they're subtle, and I really like that. Where like Peter is more strong and brooding, and he's more like I don't know the word for this, more upstanding, while Miles is more like he's more like faster and he's more like flippy, if that makes sense. He's way more acrobatic than Peter. I prefer playing as Miles throughout the whole game, but they are both fun to play as. Now let's get into the nitty gritty with what a lot of people are talking about with this game, the story. I really, really, really like the story. I don't have too many bad things to say about it, besides a few nitpicks. They are spoilerish, so I won't get into them, but I will tell you I really, really like the story. In fact, I wanted a little more of some things, but we didn't quite get that, but what we did get was pretty awesome. But I think the standout has to be Peter. Yuri Lowenthal's performance in this game is just awesome. Like, he really is incredible. You see a whole, like, character change with him, and I really like that. He really went all out. Channeled that inner fucking Sasuke there. Everyone does a great job, but he really stood out to me in this game. Also, the voice actor for I hope this is not a spoiler for somebody because he's in the trailer, but the voice actor for Venom is incredible, and it is criminal how fucking how much little time he has in the game. I'm sorry to say this, but Venom is not in the game that much, but it's really sad because his voice actor fucking crushed it, dude. Seriously, the Venom voice actor gave me chills sometimes, but he is not. I would, if I had to picture a number, I would have to say he's maybe in like 30% of the game, which is such a shame because that, goddamn, that voice actor crushed it. But yeah, the story, it's awesome. No, not too many big complaints, just a few nitpicky things. And finally, one of the last things I want to talk about is the side missions. I love the side missions in the first game, besides a few, like the ones I can think of are anything involving this bitch. And the bird ones, it's just one of those where, like, after you did like two of them, it felt kind of old. And I'm happy to say, not really any of the side missions feel that way. All the side missions are fun, except for the one where you have to chase this stupid fucking, like, Craven drone. It's just the same concept, like, as the birds. It gets boring after you chase like three of them because it's the same exact thing. However, I will say the ending to that mission, it pays off pretty good for the suffering you have to do. But overall, the side missions are great, so if you're looking to 100% this one too, you will have a great time. And overall, that's all I really have to say about this game. It's just fucking incredible. I'm having a fun time. I'm like 85% on my 100% playthrough. I'm looking 100% it. We're almost getting there. I'm knocking out all the side missions. So, yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and give this a score. I'm going to give this a solid, big, fat 9.5 out of 10. Easily deserved it. Could have been a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for 1 week side mission and some, like, things they removed from the first game and also some, like, minor things that happened in the story that I may have not agreed with. But overall, just an excellent fucking Spider-Man game. Definitely one of the best superhero games ever, period. I freaking loved it. And I can't wait to see if what the future holds for this series and the Wolverine game. That's going to be awesome. And I'm also excited for possible DLCs. There is one DLC that I think they should just go all out in because I don't really know how they can make this into a third game. I don't really know how, so I think it should just be a DLC. And if you played the specifically the flame side mission, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I'm excited to see how they pull that off. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to do more. And by the way, like I said, most games, but for this case, every game we review here on Robby Reviews, we let's played. So you can find it on the channel right here below and the link in the description. So yeah, that'll be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.